In today's session, we will be discussing about sensor network protocol stack. This diagram shows you that how the sensor network protocol stack looks like. You can see here we have physical data link layer, network layer, transport layer and application layer as our horizontal layers. Along with those horizontal layers, we have three vertical planes: task management, mobility management and power management. These planes are also been important for network protocol stack in wireless sensor network. Along with that, you can see in the right side that we have localization, routing, clustering, lookup and all those are been add-on things in the protocol stack. If the question comes, you at least have to draw those horizontal and vertical layers of a protocol stack. Now, the standards for transport protocols. The goal of wireless sensor network engineer is to develop a cost-effective and standard-based wireless networking solutions which supports low to medium data rates and has low power consumption and also guarantees security and reliability. So we have to see that wireless sensor network will be self-organizing capabilities. So physical layer, as we studied so far, the same thing has been carried out here in the physical layer. It is responsible for frequency selection, carrier frequency generation, signal detection, modulation and data encryption. So whatever functions are carried out by physical layer in computer communication network or in any other network, same thing is being carried out in wireless sensor network as well. So it has to see that power will be minimized. The next layer is data link layer. It is responsible for multiplexing of data streams, data frame detection, medium access and error control. So we know that data link layer talks about flow control and error control. These functions are being carried out by data link layer. Then we have network layer. Network layer takes care of routing the data supplied by the transport layer. Network layer of sensor network usually designed according to the principles of power efficiency is always important. Then sensor networks are mostly data centric, data aggregation and it should be attribute based addressing and localization or location awareness would be therein. So those things are being carried out or those things are being taken care by network layer. The next layer which we have is transport layer. Transport layer is especially needed when the system is planned to be accessed through internet or other external devices. So it helps to maintain the flow of data if the sensor network application requires it. Then we have application layer. Three possible application layer protocols are there, that is SMP, sensor management protocol. Then we have task assignment and data advertisement protocol, sensor query and data dissemination protocols. So these are been required for sensor network based on the proposed system related to other layers and depending on sensing task, different types of application, the application layer is been built up. Along with that, we have some vertical planes. The first is power management plane. We understood that the power is very important factor when we talk about wireless sensor network. So power management plane will be taking care that how effectively or how efficiently this power will be utilized. So when there is nothing to receive or when there is nothing to transmit, so power should be saved and node should go to a sleeping mode instead of in active or in some other mode. So that will be done or that will be taken care by power management plane. Mobility management plane, if it is required and mobility has been given in the sensor node, then we talk about mobility management plane. So this dictates and registers the movement of sensor node so as to route back to the user can be maintained. So who is our neighbor and which neighbor is able to or willing to take part in the communication will be known in the mobility management plane. So based on how much power is being balanced or how much power is available in the neighboring node, the communication can take place. If some of the node is exhausted with the energy, then there is no point to give some data to that particular node. Maybe by the time it receives this information and it transmit to the next node, the power will get drained and the information will get lost there itself. So that thing should be taken care. Then we have task management plane which balances and schedules the sensing task given to a specific region. Not all sensor nodes in that region are required to perform sensing tasks. As a result, some sensor nodes perform the task more than other depending on the power level available with them. So possible wireless sensor node protocol stacks: layer 4 transport including data dissemination and accumulation, caching and storage. Then we have layer 3 networking including adaptive topology management and topological routing. Layer 2 is link layer, channel sharing, timing and locality is been done. Layer 1 is physical medium, communication channel, sensing and signal processing is done there. So here is the comparison shown in this slide, that with respect to GSM or GPRS or first CDMA system, then second column talks about IEEE 82.11b and G standards, third 82.15.1, and then we have 82.15.4 which is ZigBee. So how those protocols or how those technologies used in wireless sensor network is been explained in this slide. Thank you.